guys. Today we're just going to do a quick video. The stuff I picked up. We have all the stuff we need to start reloading the 223, the Stag Arms loaner rifle. And with the stuff I'm about to show you is basically all loaned stuff to the channel or donated stuff to the channel as well. The guy that loaned us the rifle, that's all he really deals in is mostly 223, so he had a lot of extra components. So he said, so he sent some my way. We have a lot of components, so we're gonna go through them today, and it should be everything we need to start reloading for the gun and get a little bit more accurate load going. So we're technically trying to beat the Black Hills box that we shot on the channel recently. That shot around 1 inch or so, a little over an inch. So that shouldn't be too hard to do, as long as that barrel on the gun is, you know, more than a 1 inch gun. So for components for the 223, now we're not going to start this project for a little bit. We're going to finish our ELDX 6.5 Creedmoor load. So we're going to finish that first, but I just wanted to show you guys some of the new stuff I bought and some of the new stuff that was donated to the channel. So for the brass on the Stag Arms rifle is going to be, we're just going to reload the Black Hills. The once fired Black Hills ammo. We got 20 pieces of that, or 50 pieces of that. So yeah, we got 50 pieces of the Black Hills once fired brass. And I also have plenty of PPU. I got a bunch of brand new PPU as well that we can bring on to the channel if necessary. And that takes care of brass. Now for bullets, we have plenty of variety. When it comes down to grain weight, we're going through pretty much the whole tier, I think. So Sierra. Everybody knows Sierra is a great shooting bullet, so grab some of that. These are the 53 grain hollow points. I think these are the flat based. They are flat based hollow points. So we have 53 grain in that. We also have an 80 grain in that. Now the barrel on that 223 or that Stag Arms is a 1 in 8 Krieger, so it should stabilize these no problem. Because 80 is starting to get on the heavy side, or not starting, it is on the heavy side for 223. And on the Sierra box it says 7 to 8 twist barrels only. So we have an 8 twist, so it should stabilize those no problem. And boy, these are a lot longer than those 53 grain. These are boat tail. So these are the Sierra Match Kings 53 grain hollow points, flat base. And we have some Sierra Match King 80 grain hollow point boat tail. So we have a flat base and a boat tail to test out in the 223. And that takes care of Sierra. For Hornady, we have quite a few bullets. We have a box of the bulk Hornady from Midway. We have a 500 count. These are the hollow point boat tail match bullets. They're 68 grain, kind of right there in the middle of the weight class. And these are a gorgeous bullet too. Actually don't look too much different than the 80 grain Sierra Match King. So we have a box of 500 of those. Now we're not going to be reloading a ton for this gun. It's a loaner gun, so I'm not gonna freaking shoot out the guy's barrel. But I just figured we'd load enough to work up a load for that gun, because he hasn't worked up a load. Figured we'd see what we can get for accuracy out of it. You know, it ain't gonna be a lot, but it'll be enough to test out on the channel and create a nice load for the rifle. So yeah, so that's a 68 grain Hornady hollow point boat tail. Then we also have a 75 grain boat tail hollow point. This is the match, Hornady match, which I think the bullet is the same as this one, just 75 grain. Yep, it looks the same. Yep, little boat tail hollow point match for Hornady. So that's the 75 grain. So we have 68, 75, and we have a 53 in the match as well. So that's the same thing, same bullet as these other two, but it's 53 grain hollow point. I think this one's a boat tail as well. Let me check. Pretty sure that's a boat tail. It is not. It's a flat base. So it is a little guy. Flat base. So that's that's good. We got a flat base for the Sierra and a flat base for the Hornady to try out. And we also have a light for the Sierra, lightweight, and we have a heavyweight for the Sierra. So this works out really good. And we may try this one as well, the 53 grain B-Max. This one is a flat base as well. And the B-Max is, I think, a hunting bullet. Yeah, it's a polymer tip. So we may try this bullet out as well. So that's a good variety for bullets, and takes care of pretty much the whole weight range for 223. I think Sierra now they go up to like 90, 92 grain or something like that. I'm not sure what the total weight, the top weight range is for 223, but I know Sierra has one up in the 90s. And we may get that bullet just to test out, but 80 I think is good enough so far. For our two heavyweights, we have an 80 and a 75 grain, so that should be good. So primers, we got in some CCI 400s, small rifle primers. We have a brick of those to load up with. And we'll probably be sticking to those. CCI is very reliable, so we'll probably be sticking to that. And that takes care of primers, so all we got left is powder. So powder, we're going to be using Hodgdon CFE 223. And I have a few other powders to test out as well. And I may buy a couple more just to see, see what if we don't have any good luck with the CFE 223, which I think we will. A lot of people use this, and a lot of people have good luck with it, so that's why I picked that first. It should work out good. And I got a ammo box. And for dies, I'm going to be using the standard old Lee 223 Remington dies. Should work just fine for what we need. Shouldn't need anything else. If we're having a problem with these, and we rule out let us the dies, and I'll buy another set of dies. But so yeah, I get very good accuracy out of the Lee dies, and You know, I just so happens they're a cheap set of dies. You know, Lee's cheap in price, but very good on the accuracy department. Everyone I bought and they have been. I actually did a test between my Redding full length sizing die that I don't have anymore and my Lee full length sizing die, and all 4 tests, just going by group size, the Lee full length sizing beat it, which I was actually surprised. I figured it'd be kind of like a 50-50 thing, but the Lee on my 6.5 beat it all 4 times. So yeah, I love Lee dies. They've always worked for me really well, and anybody who says you need a Forster or 150 or $150 Redding die or Forster die, you know, they're not saying they're lying to you, but they're not telling you the full truth. So yeah, I've always had great luck with Lee dies, and they've been just as accurate, if not more accurate, than any other die I got. So yeah, that basically, sums up the reloading for the 223. Now I'll probably kick that off next after the 143 grain ELDX confirmation loads that I'm going to be loading up. So we're going to finish the 6.5 Creedmoor ELDX bullet, and then we'll probably jump into this because it is a loaner rifle, and I may, I want to get it back to him as soon as I can. So, not in a hurry at all. So he said no big deal, but so I'll probably jump into this next, because after the ELDX and after we kick off this and find a good load for that, I bought a new bullet for the 6.5 Creedmoor that we'll do after those, and it is the Sierra Match King 142 grain boat tail hollow point. I got this because a lot of people have great luck with the 142 Sierra Match King for 6.5 Creedmoor. Johnny's reloading bench, I know he shot this a lot, and he loves Sierra bullets. I haven't tested Sierra a ton. Like you guys seen, I've tested the 120 grain and a couple others for my 308, but I'm excited for this one, expecting good things out of this bullet. Kind of can't wait for that one. That's for 6.5 Creedmoor after, and who knows, we may start reloading for the 223 and start honing in on a load, and then I may go to the 6.5 Creedmoor and try out that Sierra bullet as well. We'll see how it goes. That's about it. That's our components for the 223. We'll kick that off here shortly. Alright guys, I appreciate you guys watching and subscribing. I thank you for everything. If you'd like to, help support the channel, I do have a Patreon page. It's totally up to you guys. I would appreciate anything you guys do. Just subscribing and liking and sharing is wonderful. I appreciate it. Alright guys, I will see you in the next one.